Assalamu alaikum. Hope you all are fine and at your home. Today's topic is conversion of hours and minutes. Conversion of hours and minutes. It's on your textbook page number 212. This page number, textbook page number 212. Okay, there are two questions: write in minutes and write in hours and minutes. We have to learn how can we convert these hours into minutes and minutes into hours. For this purpose, as you know that 1 hour equals to 60 minutes. 1 minute contains 60 seconds. 1 hour is equals to 60 minutes and 1 minute is equals to 60 seconds. If I say 2 hours is equals to 2 into 60, that is 120 minutes. Is it right? Is it so? How? This 60 came from this 1 hour because there are 60 minutes in 1 hour and you are converting these hours into minutes. Then 60 you will for this purpose you will multiply 60 by 2 and 60. 2 multiplied by 60 is equals to 120 minutes. 3 hours. If we multiply 3 by 60, it is equal to 180 minutes. Okay, the same case with the minutes as well. 2 hours, we know about the 1 minute, then 2 minutes is equal to 2 minutes equals to 2 into 60, that is 120 seconds. 3 minutes equals to 180 minutes. Is it so? Okay, now can you see that we are writing basically the table of 60. 61s are 60, 62s are 120 and 63s are 180. Okay, that means if you remember the table of 60, if you learn the table of 60, it would be easy for you this conversion, the conversion of hours and minutes. Table of 60. But it is the very difficult task. How can you remember the table of 60? That is very bigger amount. But do you know the table of 6? The table of 6 is 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54 and 60. The 6 1s are 6, 6 2s are 12, 6 3s are 18, 6 4s are 24, 6 5s are 30, 6 6s are 36, 6 7s are 42, 6 8s are 48, 6 9s are 54 and 6 10s are 60. Okay, if I write 0 after the 6, it will become 60. If I write 0 after 12, it will become 120. So it's 61s are 60 and 62s are 120. If I write 0 after the each value of table of 6, it will become the table of 60 as 180, 240, 300, 360, 420, 480, 540 and 600. So it's the table of 60. Don't you think it's the easiest way to remember the table of 60? Okay. Now what is the first question of your textbook? The first question of your textbook is write in minutes. Okay. The first method is conversion into minutes and conversion into hours. conversion to minutes and conversion to hours. Okay, the first example for this purpose, conversion into minutes, that is 5 hours 35 minutes. 5 hours 35 minutes. Now the task is we have to write this 5 hours and 35 minutes into minutes. 5 hours and 35 minutes into minutes. Okay. Do you know how many minutes into 5 hours? Look at the table of 60. It is on the first position, on the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and up to so on. The first position of table of 60 is the number the number of minutes that is in the 1 hour. The first position of table of 60 is the number that is in the 1 minute. Table of number of seconds that is in the 1 minute. Okay, so on. The second position is the actual number of minutes that are in 2 hours, and up to so on 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. It means 8 hours contains 480 minutes. 8 hours contain 480 minutes. Okay, we have to write out the 5 hours. That means we have to look at the fifth position. On the fifth position, there is a number of 300. That means in 5 hours there are 300 minutes. So we can write 5 hours as 300 minutes. Now, what about this left value, this 35? We will write this as it is. Okay, now the units are same, minutes and minutes. That means we can add both of these amount. Now the 300 plus 35 equals to 0 plus 5, 5, 0 plus 3, 3 and 3. The 335, that means the value is 335 minutes. That's all. That means 5 hour 35 minutes equals to 335 minutes. Got it? So easy. Okay, solve it. Another example. The other example is 8 hours 20 minutes. 8 hours 20 minutes. Now for 8 hours we have to look the 8th position of table of 60. The 8th position, at the 8th position the number is 480. That means 8 hours contains 480 minutes. Now this 20 minute will come as it is, 480 and 20. We will add both of these amounts, 480 and 20. 480 and 20. Now 0 plus 0 is 0. 8 plus 2 is 10. We will write it 0 and 1 comes carry. 4 plus 1, 5. That means these are 500 minutes. Okay, so we can say that 8 in 8 hours 20 minutes. That means these are 500 minutes. Okay, the next question is, the question number 2 is, write in hours and minutes. The numbers, these are given in the minutes. You have to convert these minutes into hours and minutes. For this purpose, we will see some examples. The example A is 350 minutes. 350 minutes. Okay. For the conversion into hours and minutes, we have to split this number into 2 parts. The first part will from the table of 60, and the second part is the left value of this number. Now the number is 350. We can write the table of 60 for easiness over here, like 60, 120, 180, 240, 300, 360, 420, 480, 540 and 600. It would be easy for us. Okay, now we have to look a number that is nearest and lowest than 350. Okay, which is the nearest number of 350? 60, 120, 180, 240, 300 or 360. The 360 is the nearest number of 350, but 360 is greater than 350. That means we can't take this 360. Okay, now let's move on the previous number, that is 300. 300 is nearest to 350 and less than the 350. So we will split this 350 into 300 minutes. And okay, after writing this 300 minutes, how many numbers are left? Only 50. We will write like this. Okay, now 300 minutes. On which position there is 300 is on which position of table of 60? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 300 is on fifth position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means 300 minutes equals to 5 hours. We can replace it as 5 hours, and 50 minutes will come as it is, because 50 is less than the 60. There we cannot convert this 50 into hours. It will become as it is. The final answer is 5 hours and 50 minutes. That means 350 minutes mean 5 hours and 50 minutes. Okay, let's take another example. Example B, that is 2:35 minutes. 2:35 minutes. Okay, again we will look at the table of 60, which is the nearest and lowest value. 240 is the nearest, but it's not the lowest value. 180 is the nearest and the lowest value of 235. So we will split this 235 into 180 minutes. And what is the left value? Okay, to find out the left amount, we will subtract 235 and 180. 5 minus 0 is 5. 3 minus 8 cannot subtract it. You have to take carry. 13 minus 8 is 5. And 1 minus 1 is 0. It will become 55. Okay, 235 is equals to 180 minutes and 55 minutes. Okay, 180 is in the third position of table of 60. That means 180 hours means is 3 hours. 180 minutes is 3 hours, and 55 minutes will come as it is, because 55 minutes is less than any hour. You cannot convert this number into any hour. That means the final answer is 3 hours and 55 minutes. That means 235 minutes is equals to 3 hours and 55 minutes. 350 minutes is equals to 5 hours and 50 minutes. You can solve your book, your textbook and your workbook pages to find out the concept that you got it or you not, or you don't. Okay, now the textbook page number 212, question number 1, A, B and C, and question number 2, A, B, C, D and E part, and the workbook page number 93 and 94 of workbook 3B. This is your assignment of today's lecture. Okay, solve this assignment and give me the feedback. If you have any query, you can ask anytime. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.